I don't need you to come to Des Moines. I think it would be benefit for you, but you don't need to. I don't care technically. Now, what I do care is if you do come, you're picking the neighborhood, the location, the property that is best for you. So you jump on this channel and you're probably thinking about, why would I move to Des Moines? Why would anyone want to move to Des Moines? Maybe you're getting a job change. Maybe you just want a slower pace of life. Maybe you want to see the growth that Des Moines is going to happen. And in this video, I'm going to share with you that information. Today I'm going on a home tour. I'm showing some folks that are moving from not in Iowa to what it might look like to move to Des Moines, trying to pick neighborhoods. So as we go through all of the neighborhoods and do the showings, I'm going to kind of jump on this camera and share with you the things you need to prepare for if you're moving, things that should excite you if you are moving to Des Moines. My name is Darson Grantham. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams. I help people move to Des Moines every single day, all day, dozens of people every year. Moving is a huge, huge deal. You're trying to figure out what city is best for you. If you already picked Des Moines, you're trying to figure out where at in Des Moines. If you haven't picked Des Moines yet, you're trying to figure out why Des Moines. Walking through someone's yard, probably shouldn't do that. Now first, when you're preparing, you're already a researcher. Heck, you're on YouTube, you're trying to figure out what it looks like to be in Des Moines. But some other things that I just highly recommend that you kind of research, and I've got other videos on this. When you're moving to a city, you need to know the cost of living. You need to know what it costs to buy a house, different neighborhoods. What does public school cost? What does private school cost? Is it anything? You need to know what groceries cost. You need to know what maybe insurance, taxes are. So definitely do all that research. Also, you need to know what the weather is like. That sounds obvious, but we have 4 seasons here. And if you're moving from anywhere that does not have 4 seasons, you need to know what that's going to consist of. Like, you need to know, hey, winter, I'm gonna have to spend a little money and buy a really nice jacket or coat. Like, buy gloves, buy a hat. Don't plan on spending a lot of time outside during the winter. Like, that's pretty obvious stuff, but it's stuff that I like to point out to folks that are moving here because it makes a huge impact. Also, the summer, we have good summer months. We also have super hot times during the summer that it's just, quite frankly, miserable to be outside. And so obviously if you're coming from a part of the state that has that, you understand, but we do have that in Iowa. So you need to know that that is something to be aware of. And then you need to know the culture, and the culture is going to change whether you move into small town Iowa, you're moving to downtown Des Moines, and you're moving to the western suburbs, the southern suburbs, maybe Ames, maybe Ankeny. Depending on where you're moving at in the state of Iowa, in the Des Moines metro, the culture changes. Anyone that tells you that the culture doesn't change is wrong. Even neighborhood to neighborhood, there is different cul-de-sac communities. It's interesting. So there's not a really good resource for that. You just need to be aware and be cognizant of when you are researching, when you are trying to find that neighborhood, the place that you're gonna live, what are you looking for? Are you looking for the quiet neighborhood? Or are you looking for the neighborhood that has block parties and has people out all the time? I can see reasons for both. You definitely need to know what you're getting into. Now, as I show people properties in Des Moines, I always ask them, why are they moving to Des Moines? Why are they thinking about it? And this one family, they gave me 5 really good reasons why they're excited about moving to Des Moines. So I figured instead of me making things up, I might as well use the information that they gave me and share it with you. So that's what we're doing. The top 5 reasons people are excited, or these folks are excited about moving to the Des Moines metro. The first reason is it's pretty simple. It's just quality of life, plain and simple. And I hate saying quality of life, to be completely candid, because it means something different to everybody. And so if you are trying to figure that out, please reach out to me and let me help understand, ask you the right questions. Dodging leaves. Ask you the right questions to make sure that quality of life means the right thing to you, that you're actually going to get what you're looking for. If you're looking for fast-paced New York City, that's not here. Maybe downtown Des Moines is going to give you a sniffle of it, a couple minutes a day, but it's not fast-paced New York. But the quality of life is really good here. It's been rated by many publications as just a really good quality of life, whether you're a young professional, whether you're retiring, or whether you're raising a family. It's just a good quality of life. So these folks, they're moving here, they actually have a family, and the quality of life that they want is a little bit slower and more affordable. And so it's just a huge proponent from where they're coming from. The quality of life is one of the main reasons they're coming. The next one, y'all are gonna argue with me, and I get comments on every time I talk about it on YouTube. Now, if you're a true data nerd like myself, and many of you might be because you're watching this video and you're researching the place that you're gonna live. If you're a true data nerd and you wanna dig into the nooks and crannies of the available inventory, what is sold previously, what's gone pending, you're gonna wanna narrow that down, and you can only use an MLS search filter. So as an agent, I have the ability to set you up on a very specific search. So if you do want to have, 4, 5, 6 different searches that are narrowed in criteria, maybe a different house size in one side of town or a smaller house size in another side of town because you want to meet certain price guidelines, you can do that. To schedule time with me on my calendar, and we'd run through what that filter looks like. I'd be happy to set it up for you. Then you would get properties, everything that hit the market would get immediately emailed to your email, your personal email. Again, the great thing about that is that you can know properties when they immediately hit, and you can also put filters in and that searches for words that are specific to maybe agent remarks. So for example, if agent remarks on a listing say mother-in-law suite, non-conforming bedroom, can have horses, any of those things that you can't filter and search for on a general app, whether it's Zillow or the Keller Williams app, that's a way that you're able to get those properties and really get nerdy on the data. So if that is you and that's something you're looking for, please reach out to me. Information is below, or you can just shoot me an email with the criteria that you're looking for. The next one, y'all are gonna argue with me, and I get comments on every time I talk about it on YouTube, is the diverse culture and the richness of the traditions in Des Moines. And I can't argue, yes, we are not as cultured as a couple million person city. I get that. But for the size that we are and the culture that we have, you can find restaurants of any culture, you can find churches of any culture, you can find communities of any culture in the Des Moines metro. There's not a dominant, hey, Des Moines is known for this type of culture. We don't have that I'm aware of. If we do, you can tell me in the comments. But we don't have that dominant. We aren't have that stigma of, every culture has its own, good and bad, pros and cons. I don't think we have that. If you go to neighborhoods will absolutely have that. As a city, I just disagree that we have that. So that doesn't mean there isn't culture. It just means there is not a dominant one. But if you want culture, if you want to find something like that, I can absolutely point you in the right parts of the city that are going to find the specific culture that you're looking for, whatever that means to you. The next reason that they decided they wanted to come to Des Moines was they wanted to have an impact. They didn't want to be lost in the population of other larger cities. They saw the growth that was coming in Des Moines, which obviously we mentioned earlier, and they wanted more. They wanted to be able to impact that, change that, influence it. So they're going to get involved in a lot of the non-profits, committee, city council, school board. They plan to do that and plan to make an impact. And when you have that passion about an area, you can't help but have influence. And it's much easier to move a small ship than it is a large one. And so honestly, I see no reason why they aren't going to be able to do that. As I've been walking, I've been looking. We've been in pretty much the same neighborhood as we're showing houses, but there's just a vast difference in the types of properties that we're seeing. I don't know if you've noticed that. Which some people love, some people hate. I personally love it. I like to see the variety. I do not like to see these stagnant, everything is the same on every street. And so that's kind of the neighborhood that we're in. We're in Clive, Iowa for what it's worth as we go through this. And the fifth thing they said was they love the fun and excitement that Des Moines has. Again, these seem very generic. And I was like, you guys are moving here because of these 5 things. And they're like, yeah, but these 5 things, if you actually parcel them out and you look at the details within these 5, it gets pretty extensive and it moves pretty quickly. So they've had fun here. They've come during festivals. They've come during busy weeks. They have found the parts of town that are hopping that meet their lifestyle. They like that. They didn't take this lightly. They made 2 or 3 trips, visited during different times of the year, and which I expect, if you're looking to move here and you aren't on a time frame or moving for a job, I totally understand that. And they checked out different neighborhoods. We looked at many different houses. They ended up choosing something in the kind of central Windsor Heights, Clive area. Windsor Heights, Urbandale, Clive. If you look at a map and you really do the research, they all blend together really crazy. Yes, they're different cities, but they feel the same pretty much. Obviously, they have a family. They're coming to do different things than you might be. But if you are trying to figure out why you would want to move to Des Moines and if it fits your lifestyle, I'm a real estate agent. My name is Darson Grantham. I'm with Keller Williams. I help people relocate here all the time, dozens of people every year. And I help people talk them out of Des Moines, quite frankly. Like, I don't need you to come to Des Moines. I think it would be benefit for you, but you don't need to. I don't care technically. And what I do care is if you do come, you're picking the neighborhood, the location, the property that is best for you. So that's my goal in this for you. And if you want to reach out, please do so. I'm here for you. My information is below. I would love to talk with you and help you, and we can do a Zoom call and maybe even just take you on a couple tours like this that I'm doing right now. And if that's you, please reach out. See ya.